Hi, Cheryl here from 24/7 Wellness and Living. This video is literally a short video to explain to you how to inflate your neck traction device that you purchase from Amazon or from 24/7 Wellness and Living. Obviously, it came in its a package. We had the two colors, the navy blue or the grey. And they're both exactly the same. And so basically, you just take it out of your packet. It has two little Velcro strips there, which you just undo and then place the cervical vertebrae traction pillow around your neck, and literally then just find the Velcros. It's pretty easy to do. The two strips, and just attach them. Okay, so once you have it sort of in place and you feel sort of comfortable and you're sitting comfortably, let me just get that in the right position. You've got your pump. Okay, now if once you've inflated this and you don't want to have that sort of walking around with that sort of pump, you can easily take it off and it's fine, because we have this little nozzle here and that will stop the air escaping. And you also have this as an extra precaution if you want to stop air escaping, or you actually want to clip it up so that you can't inflate it anymore. Because obviously I'm going to advise you to start with to not over inflate it. You really want to sort of play around with what works for you. So that just goes back in really easily. You can take it off really easily and put it back on really easily. Okay, so got your pump and you can start pressing. Now, what I would suggest is that don't overinflate it to begin with, and as I say, just start to play around with what feels comfortable. You really only want to be wearing it for maybe maximum 10 minutes a day anyway. And you can deflate it and inflate it really easily. So as I'm talking to you, you can see it's already inflating. So it doesn't take long, it doesn't take a lot of effort to do. Obviously, if you've purchased this neck traction device, then you've got some sort of issue with your neck. That goes without saying, I'm sure. There's lots of reasons why you might need this one. If you've had obviously an injury, we're in a car accident and have whiplash or something. But really, it's really good for office workers in particular if you're sitting at a computer a lot, because unfortunately, what we tend to do is when we're sitting at a computer, we sort of get that real horrible C shape. Sort of that. I'll just sort of show from the side. Sort of we're in this sort of position. And what tends to happen is the shoulder girdle starts to roll forward, and when that happens, your head literally can't turn, because this is rolled forward, so the head's sort of trying to turn and it literally can't. So what it actually does is it goes, okay, well, I'll just have to come out a little bit and then I can turn properly. And so what tends to happen then is your head is in this sort of forced position and the cervical vertebrae are actually being compressed. We have gel within our discs, and if you're actually forcing that curve of the spine, you're compressing down on each of the vertebrae. And over time, what's going to happen is the gel within the disc is going to start to bulge, and then it's going to hit a nerve, and when it hits that nerve, it's so painful. I mean, our neck area is very sensitive because obviously we've got this special cargo here, the brain, so it's very hypersensitive, and so it reacts very quickly to any sort of anything that's not happy about within that sort of area. And so you can often get a lot of nerve pain through the shoulders and down through the hands, even down some tingling to the fingers. So what tends to happen is what we want to try and do is try and sort of lift the head into that sort of more neutral position again, so you have the natural curves. And over time, as I say, if you continue in this position, not only will the disc start to the gel within the disc start to bulge and cause that discomfort, that horrible nerve pain and discomfort in the neck, but eventually they'll herniate, and then you're really in trouble. So this device is absolutely perfect for sort of lifting the head into a more lifted and neutral position, so it stops you doing this. It's really difficult to do this when you've got this sort of support of lifting the back of the skull, literally sort of almost like a nice sort of string just lifting you up and taking the pressure away from the cervical vertebrae. So as you see, I've sort of just been inflating that while we're talking. And what happens with this is that the back goes higher than the front, so it can fit comfortably under the chin, but sort of lift the head into a nice neutral position. And as I say, you can just play around with how much you want and how much you don't. you, as I say, you can sit and work with it, you can read a book, you can be watching TV. As I say, I wouldn't suggest more than 10 minutes at a time, but take obviously advice from your chiropractor or your physical therapist or the doctor who may have said that this might be a useful for you to use. So obviously take their advice as to how long, because obviously everybody's condition is different, and really just try and work with it, and feel for, get that feel for what works for you. It's very important. When you want to deflate it, all you do is you can just take the pump off, and then you just literally start unscrewing that, and then you just press it down. So if I take it off, so that I can just, and this material is really nice, it sort of doesn't irritate, and you can just press it, and the air will start to come out. You'll actually feel that air starts to come out, so it'll deflate really easy. As quickly as you've inflated it, it'll deflate as well. So you're literally just pressing down on it. You see how it's just really deflating really quickly, and it's literally just that little knob there that you just turn. So once you'll work out which way it goes, because you won't be able to get the air out. So make sure that when you're ready to pump it back up, that you've screwed it back up. So that's basically it. That's your cervical neck traction device. I hope it works for you. I absolutely totally believe in this product. Any questions, please feel free to contact us. As I say, if you're watching this video thinking, where do I get those? As I say, you can purchase them from Amazon.com and also our website, 24/7 Wellness and Living. I'm Cheryl Elker. I hope this was helpful to you, and I'll speak to you soon.